The Gastlecast is back with all that drama!
What is happening?
That was a good intro. Go ahead.
That was stupid.
We're back with all the drama.
I wore this same hoodie the other day. Did you steal mine?
No. I lost weight. I didn't lose that much weight. I'm not a string bean like you.
Okay.
You're a string bean. I'm a thick carrot. Upstairs and downstairs. Anyway, let's talk about two big pieces of drama.
Okay.
Because we got two pieces of drama.
Like drama.
First drama is really going to piss Heather off.
Oh,
the
great.
second drama has a lot of topics to discuss.
Are they hot topic?
Yes.
Okay.
But I want to tell you guys about 7buckspop.com, and this Saturday for their signature series, they're going to be doing Ahsoka Pops.
They're gonna be a doing?
Yeah, I was doo-wopping. Is that what doo-wopping is?
No.
What did I do?
I don't know.
Anyway, they're doing Ahsoka Pops,
Okay.
and it's really great.
Very cool.
Guess what's in it?
Oh, I can guess.
A blue Ahsoka.
How did I know?
It's a one of one signature series Funko Pop
Very
among
cool.
a bunch of other Ahsoka Funko Pops signed by Ashley Epstein. How cool is that?
Isn't it Eckstein?
Is it? I thought it was Epstein. Epstein?
No, that's Jeffrey.
I better not include that in the video. Jeff is signed by Jeffrey Epstein. No.
Ashley Eckstein. What is your problem?
No. It's signed by Ashley Eckstein. It's a Ahsoka Funko Pop, and you can get the blue one. You're not gonna believe this. I have one of them. Look, and I need mine signed by Ashley Epstein. But I need Eckstein. But I haven't gotten it signed yet. But maybe one day. Maybe we'll see. So head over to 7buckspop.com on Saturday, this Saturday, which is the 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Get over there, buy yo's.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. Everybody always says that be square, you're a square. L7 square. Did you know that? It's old school, but that's a rectangle.
Well, you're doing it wrong.
The first person who did it had really small fingers and thumbs. They had small fingers and thumbs. And they did it like that. They had little guys, little trigger fingers. That ain't me. Look, let's talk about all the drama. First thing, Heather's not going to like this.
Okay.
So there were mystery boxes over at Funko.com. And
Wait,
you could do
signed up?
You could do equal. And I signed up for 2 of them. But here's the deal. I got an email telling me I didn't win. And I was like, oh... yes. And then they sent me this. Due to a launch error, you mistakenly received a non-winner email. You are, in fact, a winner. If you no longer want this item, please contact Funko customer support to cancel and refund your order, which is good. I'm glad they give you the option to cancel. I did not think they would offer this.
But why would they do that? I mean, if you put in for it, why would they then say, oh, we screwed up, but you can, like...
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure why they did this. Now, I'm going to continue moving forward. I ordered 2 boxes. I think it's $50. But I just ordered 2 because I wanted to see what these boxes were going to be like. They might turn out to be really great. I don't know. But the thing is that this is so damn confusing, and I don't understand how this could even happen. I guess the system was broken. It told everybody they were losers. By the way,
well, you are a loser.
I don't need to be called a loser by Funko. Like, I don't need that in my life. And that's the drama part here. You understand? I am a winner of a shitty Funko box. And now it's coming in. Actually, we're getting 2. And then hopefully it's good.
You spit on me.
A what?
You spit on me.
Wish you would do that to me, Hawk Tour. Anyway, the boxes are going to come in soon, probably, and then they're going to be horrible, and then Heather's going to yell at me for wasting money, and then I'm going to cry, and then we'll give everything away on the channel or Patreon. That's what will end up happening. But we could get something good. What if it's something awesome? What if it's something rare? What if we get a Freddy Funko as Wolverine? That could happen. What if we get Freddy Funko as, like, the genie? What if we got that? Heather would be eating it a lot.
Eating what?
She'd be eating it. But our biggest piece of drama for this video, which is what the cover photo says. We don't know what it is yet. I haven't created it. But the cover photo is talking about our friends over at Pop Price Guide.
AKA HobbyDB.
HobbyDB. I didn't say it because I forgot their name. I really did. I apologize, HobbyDB. But there's a big piece of news that attaches to this. We will be back here Sunday live for the first time in months, not talking about Mischief Toys on a Sunday.
Wow.
We will be talking to Christian, the guy who runs HobbyDB. And we're going to talk to him about all these changes that are being made that people are going absolutely insane over. But I want to talk about two different sides of this because there are two different sides. There's the side where HobbyDB says, here's a free service and enjoy yourself. And we could take donations, like please give us donations. And then the other side that's saying, donations are over, bitch. Pay us up. We need money over here to keep this thing running. Which I understand. So you have both sides. And I was wondering what side you're on, but don't answer yet because I have to show what the picture looks like that's been spread all over the internet that was shared by HobbyDB, showing you monthly, quarterly, and annually the subscription.
Okay, so let me read it really quick because I think that's important. But
So this is happening very quickly. This is happening on Monday. The monthly fee is $4.99 monthly. Quarterly, it's $9.99. That would mean or equate that as $3.33 a month. Thank God for that. I don't know math. And annually, it's $29.99, and it would be $2.50 per month if you broke it down.
it basically says a letter to our community. 10 years ago, we founded HobbyDB with a mission to document every collectible ever made. Next, we added the price guide, collection management, and the marketplace, all tools to help foster your love of collecting. And best of all, then came you, our community, without whom we would never have come this far. Together, we have built a resource that now catalogs almost 1 million collectibles, over 6 million price points, and is a digital home for 700,000 collectors.
So the major hits here, you're basically all the options that we've had to make our account, to file, to like collect all of our stuff and put them in a tracker. Is that gone now? Like you have to pay to get that?
I don't think you have to pay for that. So your collection value, your top 10,
Okay.
and the ability to share your collection or wish list publicly are out the door.
So to share it publicly?
Yes.
$7 a pop. They buy your Funko Pops
Yeah.
from you. You send them your username, and then they basically or send them your link, and then they look at it and they can see what the total value is.
My guess is that's probably gone. So HobbyDB states the ads as being what helps run their website. But for user experience, they want to do away with the ads and they want to create this free service so that the website is a bit more pleasant. You don't get those video ads. You
Yeah,
don't get
those ads are ridiculous.
Ugly, like picture ads or whatever.
I yelled about it just the other day when we were making a video.
Yeah, I do not like ads on websites. Like
Okay,
that.
so you're telling me that the option of sharing my link and showing $7 a pop what my total value is gone.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Firstly, it's really crazy that they're deciding to do this now
Yeah.
because Funko Pops aren't as popular as they once were.
Yeah.
So Funko Pops were incredibly popular a couple of years ago. That would have been the time to toggle this and to make their money.
Yeah.
My guess is that they made their money through ads. They had more people checking the website back then, and they don't have as many people checking the website now because people are getting further and further away from Funko. So my first question on Sunday, one of the first questions, we better write this down, I'm going to forget. I want to know what the percentage of Funko Pop collectors or people tracking their Funko Pops is among all of the people that are on their website. How much does Funko take up?
I would imagine quite a bit.
Is it 50%? Is it 75%? Is it 98%? Because people don't really care about tracking their Matchbox cars, right? I think Funko is probably one of the biggest things that they're tracking on the website.
Yeah, because you don't just have Funko Pops, you have Funko Sodas. Now we have Biddies, Mystery Mini.
Of course.
Yeah, Mystery Mini.
But they have Pop
Lovers.
Price Guide.
Yeah.
So Pop Price Guide it's its own, there's no Hot Wheels Price Guide. There's Pop Price Guide.
Yeah.
Pop Price Guide is a really important commodity to the collector.
Yeah.
Right? So why do this now? And I guess I answered my own question by saying that maybe people aren't using the website as much. That way they get the ad revenue Instead, they're like, now we need money. So the Funko Pop collectors that are out there, we need your money now. This also is painful for people like me who wants to offload some of their collectibles.
A lot of their collectibles. So
right now, I want to get rid of a bunch of my Funko Pops. Not all of them. I'm not getting completely out, but I want to get rid of a bunch because we're making a play area for my kid. That's what we're trying to do. So I need to make room in our loft. And that's what I'm going to do. But in order to do that, I have to sell off a lot of my older collectibles, things that I don't really look at anymore. Well, now, with this feature being gone, it's going to be incredibly hard. But I'll have to pay him a $2.99 or whatever it is a month.
I think it's $4.99.
$4.99. I'll pay him a $4.99 for 1 month just to track everything, and so I can sell it all and then call it a day.
I think it'll take like 10 months to track what we need to track.
I know, but I'll pay for it. But this is
inconvenient.
This is so inconvenient, and it's going to turn a lot of people off. And here's what I feel like will be the next step. But I think this is almost nearly impossible. And in fact, I don't even think there's anybody out there anymore who would even want to do this. But
you're about to say what I was
would somebody else make a pop price guide variant?
But then they would need to find a way to make money to fund the time that they're putting in to continue to update it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, I mean, would they be in the same boat?
Look at it from this perspective. You have been getting a free service for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? To do all the things that you do on HobbyDB and Pop Price Guide. Now they're basically saying, pay up, sucker. They want their money. And it makes sense because they have to make money in some way, shape, or form. Now, this is sort of an abrupt way of doing it. The way I would have done it, and I'm going to tell them this on Sunday, that I would have waited until the first of the year. By having this quick turnaround, is it really that valuable? I mean, why not give us a warning and say, okay, in a month, we're going to toggle the switch. Prepare yourself. Prepare your... It's almost like they're forcing us to make a move. And I think that's a really ugly way of doing it. I'm speaking off the cuff here, by the way. Do you disagree or agree with that?
No, I agree.
Okay.
It's very quick.
It's very quick.
It's like if you and I met and then next week we're getting married. That's weird.
But
that's a big commitment.
But I understand why they're doing.
And lots of feelings you don't even know. You don't even know what you're feeling.
Oh, I know what I was feeling.
And you go and you
First
make
time I met you, I know what I was feeling.
You go and you make.
I'm ready to get in there.
You make this decision.
I'm ready to clean out that basement.
Okay, don't say that.
That's what I thought. I had to make room for us to live. I had to live in there.
You didn't even have a basement.
I had to live in there.
You're
I know
disgusting.
I didn't. I had to live in there. You're flabbergasted.
Instead of it being a lifelong commitment like marriage, it's a possible commitment to your wallet.
Also, you're breaking people away from their account. So people who don't really keep up with a lot of this stuff, they're going to try to go into their account next week and realize that things are super effed. Right? They might not have realized the emails were coming out or paid attention to Instagram, watched what Dish Trackers is posting as close as we are. So you're going to have a lot of people that are facing a rude awakening. What if it's some guy is spending all weekend getting his little collection together and he's like, I'm selling this on Monday. And then he goes on the website Monday and it's gone? Can you imagine? He just tracked everything and it's gone? And now he has to pay a fee? So, okay. Let's rewind. For that reason, I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that's a horrible move to make it so quickly and the transition happening so quick. That's horrible. But we have been getting a free service for a very long time. Not only has it helped us track our collection, sell some of the collectibles in our collection, and possibly help us sell our entire collection. And we have been using it for quite some time. For free.
They have stocks.
They have people who paid into this thing. People who put money into it expect money to come back to them.
Right, but
so how are they making money? If the ad revenue is dropping, how are they making money now?
But where is that money going?
Probably into the website, probably to pay the people who are operating the website, to pay for the website space, to pay for all the things that go into HobbyDB. Look, I know I'm being sort of devil's advocate here, but you got to look at it from different perspectives.
No.
There's not only a fun HobbyDB, but there's also a business behind this thing.
I agree.
So I understand it.
I understand it too, but it's so... I don't like that there's no transition period, hardly.
Transition period, that's terrible. Don't like it.
I mean, like less than a week ago.
I hate it. I think it's dumb.
How can it run for 10 years and now all of a sudden they need money to run it?
More people are using the website. Ad revenue was higher,
here's
and,
a question.
everything's falling through the floor because Funko's falling apart. It's failing. Heather's dying.
Here's a question. Are they planning on paying their free volunteers now?
There is an answer on their FAQ. What about our volunteers? And the first bullet says they are excluded from this change. The second bullet says if you want to actively help build the database, reach out and become a volunteer. So it sounds like they're trying to entice people to join them so they can get a free HobbyDB account. That's how I'm reading that.
Yeah, so one, it's basically like they're being paid $30 a year because they get their free account.
Right.
Which I guess is more than they were getting paid before.
I guess.
How many people are going to volunteer?
I have no idea.
Like, is it going to be like so many people that they're going to make no money because now everyone's going to have a free account because they're all volunteering?
Right, of course. Yeah, it's weird. And also, what do you have to do to become a volunteer? Like, in other words, how much work do you have to put in to hold your volunteership? That'd be my question.
Oh, that's smart. Weren't you a volunteer at some point?
I don't know what I was. I don't know. I don't think I did anything. But the fact that they're saying here's $30 per year and you could become a volunteer and then also have, this free account, it's better than nothing,
Sure.
I guess.
But you have to do this work for $30 for a year.
Not very enticing to me.
What I will say, $4.99 a month, you'd be paying just under $60. So you're saving like 50% paying it annually.
But the problem is that this was free. So people are looking at this and they're saying, wait a minute, I have been using this for free for so long, to your point, why am I now having to pay? Why is there a price associated? I
think that hearing it direct from Christian on Sunday will be very helpful to collectors because he can further explain the why.
Right.
And I feel like people want to know why. I feel like that's why people are so upset. Also, because they have free unpaid volunteers, it's a bit odd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it does cost money to run a website. This yearly fee costs about as much as 2 months of Netflix. So it's truly not bad.
Are you getting that much usage out of this though?
I wouldn't be.
Right, neither would I. I think that's the way you gotta look at this. But let's read through some comments.
Hold on, a lot of people do track their top 10s and stuff though. I do know that.
Well, look, a lot of people are making comments here. Let's read through them. But it says, this will include your collection value, your top 10, and the ability to share your collection, right?
Yeah.
So your collection value is now going to be wiped.
Yeah.
That is a huge problem, and maybe people aren't realizing that, or maybe they are. HobbyDB, and this is another good question about this, HobbyDB has never been and will never be a reliable source of information, even as a guide to help you lead in the right direction of a price point. They do awfully. Their auditors are constantly manipulating prices. I have noticed that a lot of the pricing and values and stuff, there have been some major issues on there. Where's Funko in all this?
I have the answer to that.
Okay.
There's actually an FAQ on HobbyDB's website.
Okay.
And it says, simply put, as a business, we need to make revenue to survive. Earlier this year, Funko told us that they could not afford paying for our pricing data anymore and that they would get price data from eBay instead. And that was our biggest contract.
Oh, that's right, because they have the big deal with eBay. Mm-hmm. That's how they're getting it for their app. But it doesn't even work.
No, it doesn't work.
That's crazy.
So apparently HobbyDB tried to compensate with ads, but nothing was able to make up for the loss of Funko.
Oh, so Funko is what really did this. So you can blame Funko for all this. Or that's what it says.
Shame on you, Funko.
This one says, I literally just use it to track my collection, and even it takes weeks, if not months, at times for them to upload newly announced items, and the only reason I switch back to them is because Funko's app is a steaming pile of crap. True. Another Funko type company will disappear soon. People don't have extra money for this type of stuff nowadays.
Question, how is HobbyDB a Funko-like company?
Using PPG is not going to cost anything. If you don't like all the ads on the site and want the premium features, you will need to pay. Keep in mind the site was never free. Someone has always paid for it to keep going and volunteers update the pricing. I don't understand the outrage. Well, I understand the outrage. So people are not, they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. No one's paying attention to that. People are sharing this data word by mouth. So they're saying, if you want to track your collection, you can go on this website. Now, I understand that argument that you can't be mad at it because they haven't been making money. They've never done this before.
Yeah.
So they're obviously saying we need to make some money out of this. But there is ad revenue, there is backers. As Heather points out, they're not paying these volunteers that a lot of people are bitching about. They're not paying those volunteers. We know some of the volunteers personally because they add Ghastly and Mischief Toys merch onto the website. So they're not getting paid for any of this stuff. But look, you're missing something. I think everybody's missing this. The collection value is huge right now. And the reason why collection value is huge is that people will make up a HobbyDB Pop Price Guide account literally to just track all of the collection that they're going to sell. I just did it.
I know.
I just did it to $7 a pop, like, I don't know, 5 months ago. And I sold a huge chunk of my collection to $7 a pop.
I think that was over a year ago now.
Was it now? Jeez.
I think so.
Well, anyway, I used the app in order to do that. And the app is really great on your phone. You can scan everything. It worked out really perfectly for me.
There were very few items that we had to manually search for.
But I think that you got to understand, and somebody else pointed that out above. They said people don't have extra money for this type of stuff nowadays. Now, they're not asking for a whole lot, but you have to realize, what are you paying and what are you getting in return? Do people really care about all of these features? I care about the collection value tracker because I need it if I'm going to sell stuff. And to share the collection, but the top 10 and all that kind of, I don't care about any of that. I don't care about that because that isn't what I'm using the app for. And I don't think most people are. And by the way, people are getting out of Funko in droves. It's getting crazy. People can't sell anything anymore. And let me just tell you this, I'm not going to name anybody or name names. There are businesses that will not buy my collection right now. Nobody wants to buy Funko Pops.
No.
So I don't know what that's telling you. And so my point is that I think this is a terrible way or a terrible time to do this. A terrible way of doing it, first off, by making the transition happen literally almost overnight.
Yeah.
That's first off. Second off, doing this when Funko is crippling and falling over, when companies are no longer wanting to buy collections off us anymore. That is showing what the system is turning into, what Funko is turning into. There's a lot of issues here, and to make this move now is really bizarre to me. So, first off, or last off, or whatever off, I just want to mention I am not outraged by this at all. I'm upset because I would love to be able to track my collection without having to pay a fee being associated with it.
Everybody wants something for free, though. We all want things not for the betterment of anything else, but ourselves.
What are they thinking to do it now? Where were you a year and a half to 2 years ago or more? So I'm going to end it by saying I understand why they're trying to get money because Funko is falling through the floor. We have to pay into it to help them. Yeah. We have to pay the help so they can stay afloat in a situation where Funko is falling apart. Because HobbyDB, the tagline is everybody wants to collect and track their collectibles. I'm pretty sure mainly people want to collect and track pops. Like, that's the biggest thing probably on the website. Cannot wait to ask that question. But on the other hand, I understand how people could be upset that they have to pay for something that they've never paid before.
They're taking major highlights away to prompt people to pay for it.
100%. So I'm not outraged. I'm a little bothered. I'm a little upset. We will survive. And quite frankly, I don't even use HobbyDB anymore at all. I don't never check it out. I never go on Pop Price Guide. I go in there every once in a while on the channel to like look stuff up just for informational purposes. A lot of the time, I'll go to eBay and look at sold items and I check it out there. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think in the comments, and we hope that you come back here on Sunday, this Sunday, which would be the 8th. At 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be right here to chat with the main man, Christian, over at Pop Price Guide and HobbyDB. We'll ask all the hard-hitting questions. If you have a hard-hitting question, please comment down below and we will go through those questions. We'll ask as many as we possibly can on top of the many questions that Heather and I have. And I cannot wait to see Heather during this live. It's going to be like a wild little tiger bear.
Yep.
Oh. Let us know what you think about all this and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons for Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Brian Nordell Jr., Ashley Shelley Ann Nelson, George Gifford, Lorianne Poala, Sergio Lopez, Sephiroth81, David Brewer, Yazirai Castillo, and Kevin Maxa. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you so much. Check out Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out all the ways that you can support the channel. And every single month, we go live with you via Google Meet, hang out, do giveaways, and we also show you upcoming Mischief Toys things. This upcoming month in September, or this month in September, we're going to show you the very first New York Comic Con exclusive figure from Mischief Toys. We're going to be giving one away. It'll be the first one in the hands of the collectors. So we're really excited about this. And on top of that, we're giving away a Loki Hot Toys among a bunch of other things and some Halloween related stuff too. Check out patreon.com/Gastlecast if you want to support and be a part of the fun. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss our new content, like this video right here, and you definitely don't want to miss our lives. This upcoming Sunday, we'll be talking with HobbyDB/Pop Price Guide, and we will get all those questions answered. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a little tiger bear fight. We don't want that, do we? So please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the little bell. We would really appreciate your support. And don't forget to check out 7bucksapop.com for that signature series this Saturday, the 7th of September at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can possibly get a blue Ahsoka, and you can laugh at me when you get it because mine's not signed by Ashley Epstein.
Eckstein.
All right, that's all we've got for you. Thank you so much. And look at this. I covered my new cup in a bunch of Ghastly and Mischief Toy stickers. What do you think? How am I looking?
Very cool.
Is it looking cool? I think I'm going to put some more down here around this region. What do you think?
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
I like how you hold it down there. We just talked about your love for cylindrical food items.
No. Stop. You can't do that. Thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.